Hello. How's it going? How's it going? Watch streak at 69. Well, it should be at like 5 million if Twitch didn't break it. But yeah. Twitch did that. Hope everyone's doing well. Hey NT, hey Crazy Yo, hey Droopy, hey Crystal, hey Ken Yoshi. You find it, I'm too tired. Listen, I am not gonna steal the joke that you came up with. I will let you have it. Maybe it will just stay here. Sorry I was late. I was on time. And then I was busy verifying the most absurd speedrun I have ever seen pop up in my queue. Ever. Find me 99 in 14 minutes and 41 seconds. Murrah has a 15:42. And for context, my time is 16:51. So I have been beaten by 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I have no idea. No idea. And the funniest thing is, it's not even Find Me 50 world record. That's the funny thing. It misses by 27 frames. Murrah still has world record in 50, which is really funny. That just shows how good Murrah's Find Me 50 is. I mean, to be honest, every Murrah Find Me run is off the scale compared to anyone else. But yeah, apparently not that one now. I don't know how, because it's a mile better than I can do. But yeah, Ninja ZX777, if you are listening, medal speedruns need you. My sweep, it could be challenged with that. I think you could probably get 57 plats. Hey Jack, how's it going? Yeah, it's absurd. I spent like 10 minutes verifying that run because I thought I can't just skip to the beginning and the end with that one. I had to actually check it a bit. It looks all okay. And it's not the first run that Ninja has submitted, but yeah. My me's already fallen asleep. Wake up! We got a job to do. Cocky midi? No, I'm not cocky. Like, it's just that no one else is challenging it, and someone with a Find Me 99, 2 whole minutes better than me, could definitely challenge it. Listen, I want to see someone challenge it. I want to see someone do it. I've had my time. I want to see what happens in We Play Motion, where I can't possibly catch up again. I doubt that would be as much the case in this game, but you know. Hey Jimmy, how's it going? Tired and full of cold. That is unfortunate. Hopefully you feel better soon. About to green Suiji, the We Play Medal Marathon. Yeah, I'm going to put a $5,000 bounty on We Play Platts 57. No, absolutely not. Listen, if I won the lottery, that would be a funny bit. But no. Also, Pan and Coec Day is absolutely legendary. How's the DS practice going? Well, I have a job, so unfortunately I haven't been able to do any more runs other than... Actually, no. Saying that, I was going to say other than the one that I sent you. I did not send you one. I did a run yesterday, and I was like 15 seconds off PB, so yeah, way underestimate. But yeah, unfortunately, I am employed, so I cannot practice New Super Mario Bros. DS all the time. Oh, sorry for the slur. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I shouldn't have said job. Did it again. Hey, Frog, how's it going? Am I getting 99 levels world record tonight? I would be lucky to even get a PB. Let me just be clear. I did a run of Find Me 99 once I got Me Parade Me's. And I did 2 runs. One on NTSC 1.0 and one on PAL 1.1. 1.1 is better to run on. I just did it on 1.0 because I forgot. Find Me is actually better to run on 1.1 because it has less Me's on some levels. I got a time... wait, have I even submitted it? I'm sure I beat that. Huh. Maybe I forgot. I think I forgot to submit my Find Me 99. I need to do that. Well, it's a good thing I checked. It's a good thing I checked that, because I would definitely have missed that. Wow, okay. So I got a 1647, 1644 even. That's why I mark them off as red on Midipedia, usually. 1644 in my second run with Me Parade. 1651 was my PB from 2 years ago. I have not beaten my Find Me 99 in all that time. I will refund you, Crystal, because I'm doing GDQ submissions, so I won't be able to. I need the splits to actually be comprehensible, so I will refund you. Photos printed. It's a good one. But unfortunately, I will refund it. To be fair, I should just turn it off, but I'll forget to turn it back on again if I do that. Rename a split. We've done that one. We'll reject that one, and then I think complete all done. Okay. I'm only doing like an hour and a half. I'm doing a Silvers run and a Tanks 100 run, and then I'm off. I was gonna do New Super Mario Bros. DS because my DS capture card is working again. Shouts to Windows Update for forcing some weird... What is it? What was it? Intraoral driver. Some driver in a Windows update overrides the thing in the capture card software that makes it function to look at the product ID or something. And it's like, how has this happened? How has this happened, really? How has that actually happened? So I had to join the capture card server just to figure out a niche issue that like 2 people have had the problem with so far. And that was the fix. So if I realised that on Saturday, we could have done Carnival Games DS, but whatever. It's done now anyway. The DS works. It's not the DS. I mean, the DS is still just as broken as it always was, but it at least functions. So we will do more DS. Thank God, because I was starting to panic that my Wii Remote wasn't working for any games, and then also my DS capture card was broken, and that knocks out 95% of the games I stream now. So that would have been rough. Hey Pina, how's it going? Actual submission vid for Ranger 2. Gonna do all costumes in a few minutes for Carnival Games. Good luck with that. Hope that goes well. Carnival Games is popping off. We had a Carnival Games mini golf 100% run today. Sub 5 hours. So much going on. Thanks for the watch streak, Jimmy. Okay, I need to get started with this. We're going to make this a single submission video, half an hour. We're going to just power through this, and then we're going to do a quick Tanks 100 run. The reason I'm doing this, this is more of a formality, because I will, assuming I don't have any like major mistakes, this will be fine to use as a submission, because I will absolutely clear the 30-minute estimate. There is no way we fail a 30-minute estimate in Silvers. The one that is the scary one is Platts. And even then, I've increased that to 108 at this point. So, yeah. We're just going to chill today. We're going to do Silvers, and then we're going to do Tanks 100. So, let's get this going. Yeah, fair enough, Crazyo. You're doing a practice run right now? Yeah, I mean, I'm mainly focusing on Wii Play at the moment. That's why I say, because I will be doing practice offline for NSMBDS. But I will be, as soon as March comes around, I will be doing... NSMBDS on stream. Right, let's do a run. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. I need to change the cropping. 58, 57, 23, 18. Very important I get that right, because if I get it even slightly wrong, all my tutorials are going to look very slightly off. There we go. All my tutorial footage will look slightly off. And that would be really, really bad. Oh yeah, don't forget to hide chat, thank you. I need to do the M101 command as well. Pin that. And I'll just pin it for 40 minutes. And then it will be gone. Thank you, Droopy. Okay, let's do the thing. Have I missed any messages? I don't think so. Okay, thank you for the good luck. So yeah, limited chat interaction during this. We're gonna just do a run, and hopefully it goes well. Hopefully we get sub 30. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, this is We Play Silver Medals. Same as all the submissions we've seen so far. We will be going for all 9 games. The medal that we are going for is silver this time. And right at the beginning, we have a bit of a setup for a double jump shot, and that means jumping the balls in the air to get them off the table quicker than going into the pocket. That was a good setup because they were close to the edge, where that cushion is. They're the edges of the table. Now, I will go for a jump shot here as well. Basically, all you have to do is just aim up a little bit, and it launches them in the air. This is a bit more unlikely, but we're going to see if we can get it anyway. Oh, not quite. And we got a little bit of an odd clip on the 9 ball because the cue ball came back down again. But that is fine. The silver medal requirement here is pretty nice. There's a score we need in every game. We're going to do a top spin foul to hurry that one up as well. That's the other main strat. That's a really good beginner-friendly strat. Billiards is normally very RNG heavy if you're going for a high medal. You need at least 3 balls in on the first shot, really. To have a good chance. But here we only need it in 18 shots plus fouls. So we are done with that, and we're moving on to shooting range. So next up, we are going to be using 2 controllers rather than 1, and there is a reason for that. So we will be mashing through very quickly at the beginning here, but for the entire rest of this, so we will be going for the fast route. And what that means is we are just going to be popping all the targets as soon as possible. Now, I will also be counting seconds here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and now that should make all the targets disappear. So they have a cycle of 9.333 seconds. Same thing here. So what happens there is after 9.3 seconds, they will all disappear. So what we actually want to do is we want to make it so that the targets all disappear as soon as we go past the 9.333 seconds. And that actually saves a few seconds, about 2 seconds, compared to leaving the targets to disappear on their own. Because every time a target disappears and the 9.3 seconds isn't up, then it will basically spawn in another one. So what we're going to do here is we will be... I've just realised I've messed up because I didn't hit the bird in that other level. How am I so low on points? How? That is very odd. I mean, there wouldn't be a risk for the run to finish because I would just hit more cans, but I do want it to at least be somewhat clean in shooting range. I don't know how I messed that up. Because I would have got 35 in... Okay, I think I need to go for combos in level 3, and I just was mashing. So that made me drop a fair few points. That's fine. That was me being logged into commentary. It's fine. I want it to at least be somewhat cleaner than that. Yeah, it's all good, Droopy. This run is shorter than Platz attempts at least. Me, when I see the list of mod action and go, huh? Are you talking about one of the follows from last stream? Or is this, Wait, what do you mean mod action? What, timeout or ban? Oh, stream elements being banned. Yeah, I don't know why. Stream elements keeps popping up in the stream. Like, I don't have stream elements in the stream. So I can disconnect it as much as I want from stream elements, but it just won't leave. So I ban it. That's the 4th time I've banned it. It just keeps joining. So I'm just gonna ban it. Yeah. I was setting up for stream and I saw stream elements in there and I was like, no. Leave. It's why I only use base OBS. I mean, I only use base OBS. But, well, I guess you mean base OBS and no bots. Which is fair. Yeah. I mean, I don't use stream elements, though. I haven't for years. So that's really odd. I don't know. Okay, let's give it another go. I need to fill in the first lots of the stream as well. There we go. Done. Okay. Cool. That should be it. Thank you for the good luck, good luck, good luck. I use Nightbot, that will switch to Seri. So Seri does sound like a good bot, yeah. I do need to look into Seri bot just purely to ban all the known bots from Twitch. Okay, let's do it. Oh. Unban. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're back. We were both doing it at the same time. Yeah, that must have been a misclick. Droopy's messing around with mod settings. Droopy's messing around with mod settings. And yeah. Her finger slipped on the on the use sword button. Yeah, this is why I don't use mod view. Mod view has a million things going on. I'm scared. I just have my 3 buttons. I have ban, timeout, and remove message, and that'll do. It's all good. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, this is We Play Silver Medals. This is like many of the other runs we've done so far, except this time we're going to be getting the silvers in all 9 minigames. The nice thing about this is that it's a much shorter run. We're going to go for a jump shot here. That will jump some balls off the table. We're going to see if the 1 ball goes in. Doesn't matter too much if it doesn't. It's 18 shots plus fouls for the silver medal here. Normally, billiards is a really, really tricky game at the beginning. We start with billiards because that's the source of a lot of time save in this game. But here, it doesn't really matter too much. Getting a lucky hit there on the 6th ball. So yeah, medals like platinum are a lot harder to get, where you only need you need to do it in 7 combined shots plus fouls. But here it's not so bad. So we can actually go for fouls because in the 1-player version, you're not going to be kicked off the table and the opponent plays instead. You just carry on playing. You get to replace the ball where you want. All the foul does is it basically acts kind of like in golf, where if you go out of bounds, you take an extra stroke. So it takes off more points. So 7 shots plus 3 fouls, still plenty. We actually got the gold medal. You can get silver or higher in this category, so that is absolutely fine. And we're moving on to shooting range. So next up, we're going to be using 2 controllers. There's a reason for that, because there is a glitch on the NTSC 1.0 version of the game. Doesn't really help too much in this category, but it does still save a little bit of time. where purple targets can be hit with the second controller, and you will actually gain points from doing that. So we're actually rushing fairly quickly through this. I do need 320 points though, so I do need to be careful. So what I just did was I was just counting seconds in my head. On the next cycle, I will actually count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that was a bit longer than I wanted. That's fine. But basically, what I just did is I counted seconds to make the cycles go a little bit faster. So there are two ways of doing that. You either let the targets disappear on their own, or you can hit them. And if you hit them, it spawns more targets. So there is a timer of 9.333 seconds. And yeah, again, 320 points we need here. So I do actually need to play fairly well here. Despite doing the fast route, I do actually need to play fairly well to make sure I get enough points. So if I hit them early, we get bonuses, and the combo points will carry me over here as well. So yeah, the target cycles are 9.333 seconds. So what we can do is line up the targets to disappear just after 9.3 seconds, and that will actually be faster than letting them disappear on their own. It saves about 2 seconds. And then here we're just going to go for a couple of hits. There we go, and we're all done. So that is absolutely fine. Yeah, we went a few points over, but that is okay. Yeah, pretty good for the fast strats. So fast strats are just hitting some of the targets as fast as possible. Some of them you do want to avoid to make them end early. So for example, the UFO phase there, you can actually let the 6 fast UFOs just capture the Miis, and then the level is over. So there are some fast strats in this run. And yeah, still getting a gold there. That is because of some new strats that are available to us now, thanks to the fast target cycles since I've run silver medals last. There's a lot of new strats in this game. That's why I'm re-recording my submission videos. I had submission videos from a couple of years ago, and there's so much new stuff in this game now that it really warranted a re-record for everything that I run. So we are now playing Find Me, and this is one of the longer runs, one of the longer games in here. This is a 40 level Find Me game, and this is great for chat participation, stuff like that, because there are lots of Miis that are on the screen, and we need to find the ones that meet the requirements. So a lot of the time it's lookalikes, where it's basically clones of the same Mii. You then have odd Miis out, so some of them look left, some of them look right, or maybe step left and some of them step right. But one thing you will notice is that a lot of the Miis look quite unique. We just had Darth Vader as one of the Miis on there, and there is a reason for that. It is because it makes the Miis a lot easier to find, and these Miis are on my system all the time, just for Find Me. They're only there for Find Me, and it helps an absolute ton for this. Now, the Mii channel is 2 of the sources of Miis in this game. So not all of them are from my Mii channel. Some of them do look just like regular Miis. And then some of them are a lot harder to find. That is because of something called the 80% rule. So the 80% rule basically means that, there we go, the Mona Lisa, of course. Of course the Mona Lisa is in Wii Play. So the 80% rule basically means if you have enough Miis on your console, then you will force 80% of the Miis in every level to be from your Mii channel. So 50% come from your Mii Plaza, and 30% come from your Mii Parade. And the other remaining 20% come from randomized Miis, randomized Mii data, and there are also a few Miis that are loaded into the console's RAM as well. So there are 4 different places, but the 2 that we're mainly concerned about is the Mii channel ones, because they mean we can have Miis like Garfield. And another thing is we are using something called Hat Strat. So all these Miis are all standardized. They all have like a pastel color shirt on. They also have the same heights and weights. And the reason for that is to make you actually struggle more to find the answers. Because if you could customize the Miis, like if you make them all really tall, like some of them tall, some of them really short, then they might stand out a bit more, and it might mess with the hitboxes of the Miis. But the pastel color shirts is also just because it makes the game a lot harder. But what they didn't consider, or maybe they did, but they left it in because they were nice, is that we can use hats to our advantage. So we actually have hats and caps and beanies on a lot of the Miis here, and there are 12 different colors to work with on the Wii. So we will be using, that was a DK Bongos Mii, by the way. Lots of these are new. The more Miis you have, the better. As long as you can remember them roughly in your muscle memory, then yeah, having a lot of Miis is really, really good for this game. So I have some Miis that look quite unique, but some of them also have caps and beanies on as well. And that is because of hat strap, because it makes them a lot easier to find. Some of the hat colours are a little bit harder though. The navy colour I find particularly difficult. Oh, not quite there. Thought I was going to get that. So there is something in this game as well. A lot of beginner-friendly strats in Find Me, actually, which is really nice, called Hitbox Strat. So you're going to notice it more on these upcoming levels. As we come to these stairs levels, you will notice that the Miis that are close together in groups and also far away from the camera have larger hitboxes. So as you can see, I'm going to go along in a straight line, and DK had a larger hitbox than the incorrect Miis. I'm going to do the same again. There we go. Getting thrown off by the navy cap there of the rabid Mii, unfortunate. There we go. Nice. So yeah, basically that is the main thing that really, really helps us at this stage. And another quirk of Find Me, escalator levels will only have one correct answer per escalator. So I saw 3 on the left escalator, and I thought one of these is definitely right. So all you need to do is just look at those Miis. If it's none of them, you did it wrong. Start again. And knowing little tiny details like that really, really helps in this game. When I first played this casually before I started speedrunning, I could only get silver. So knowing all these strats, having all these strats in the bag really, really helps. So here, we're going to use Hitbox Strat to actually try and skip. There we go. We didn't even see what the quirk was. I will just show it off here. So one of the Miis will step the other direction to the others. There we go. But you can actually use Hitbox Strat to find the answer before they start stepping, which is really, really good. And yeah, find your favourite. Basically, the choose a favourite level we just had was just pick a Mii. And then on that level, we need to identify that Mii from a new set of Miis. We are almost at the end though, and there's one more strat coming up. So we do have some dark levels. They do love these dark levels just before we're coming up to a medal. They're sneaky. They did this on purpose, just to try and make us lose just before the end. But it is not as simple as just winning level 40. We are actually going to deliberately lose some time. So there is a reason for that. So I've just spotted my Mii in the top left corner, and I'm also alternating Miis here so that we skip the cooldown. There's a slight cooldown if you use the same Mii again. But basically, if I were to finish this level as normal and then go to the next one, I would need to use 2 Miis to drain my timer rather than 1. So the bad thing about that is that that's kind of slow. We have to select 2 Miis every time, and it's not ideal. So we do have to do a little bit there because we just gained another 10 seconds in in-game time. But it is a lot faster to do that on the timer drain on level 40 than it is on level 41. And there's also a better version in Platinum Medals on level 80. Really, really good one there. So it's about 20 seconds. So it's really, really important in there. So next is table tennis. This is pretty much a reaction test, but there is a small quirk where we can save a few frames every shot. So this is a simple rally against the CPU. Great game for donations. Also a game I need a little bit of focus on. So it's not too bad for silver. Only 70 points, and it's a fairly short game if you fail it. The estimate accommodates a fail or 2 in here, so it's absolutely fine. But basically, if I hold the paddle close to the net, I will actually get slightly faster shots. So we have to allow the ball to bounce at least once, because it's table tennis, that's just the rule. But as long as we don't get too close, then we will be optimizing every shot here. I'm just going to move a little bit back, because it does get quite tricky now at this stage. I would be playing right up close to the net in a world record attempt. Not so much here. So again, we're going to wait till we get to 70, and then we'll drop the ball. And that's the end of the game. So there is also a thing, if you go too far back and give yourself a lot of reaction time, then the ball could actually hit the net on its way back. So you do have to be quite careful in that game. That was a pretty good table tennis though. And we're moving on now to Pose Me. So this one, and again, a lot of these games in here, if you're wondering how these are controlled, this is kind of like Wii Sports, but for pointer games instead of motion-controlled games. So stuff like Billiards uses the motion controls and pointer, but games like Pose Me just use the pointer. So it's a really, really good game to get used to stuff like that before you get into games that use it a little bit more in depth, like Mario Galaxy is another big Wii game that used the pointer, but it used it in a lot more ways than you see in this game. But there's still a lot going on here, and we're in Pose Me now. So how this works is we have 30 seconds in every level, so we can't end the levels early per se, but we can get more points per level. So the faster I play each level, the more points I'll score and the earlier I can finish up. I'm actually going to go for a strat here called Pose Meaty. And what this is actually a fast way of... I'm just going to skip that. I'm doing a marathon submission. I hope you had a good stream. I will catch up with chat very soon. So we are doing a strat called Pose Meaty. And what that is a way of optimizing how you lose the lives here. If you've got any questions about the run, then absolutely do ask me, by the way. We are doing a submission of We Play Silver Medals. So we need 400 points here on Pose Me. And yeah, Pose Meaty is a strat where you actually optimize when to lose lives. It saves a couple of seconds for each one. Even worst case scenario, if you don't play too fast by doing it, then it still saves a little bit of time. And basically, by doing it, it actually reset the pattern on level 2. So level 2 has a really easy pattern. 24 bubbles, 6 left, 6 right, 6 left, 6 right. And then it starts alternating. So what we can do instead is lose a life there. And it allows us to only drop 10 perfect bonus points because it was a run where we lost the life. Or a level where we lost the life. That's absolutely fine. 10 points is nothing. Because the pattern resets. So we get the other 24 easy bubbles. And basically that is a lot better than losing lives right at the end. So here, all of these levels have different patterns. Now we're going to actually be seeing a couple of poses coming out now. And this is actually quite a important game for time save when you're getting down to really optimizing this game. But here it's not too bad. And I'm just keeping a life in reserve. Normally I would go for 2 Pose Meaties. But commentating and playing at the same time is quite tricky. If I was doing a marathon run, I would absolutely have commentators. So the upcoming level is the one I would aim to end on, and we are absolutely on pace for that. We need just to get to 400, and because I have 2 lives, I'm actually going to drop a bubble just before we get there, just because that's slightly faster, because as you can see, we're still gaining some points in the meantime. There we go, and we're going to risk it a little bit. There we go, 400 points. We got to save those frames. So that is all. And we're moving on now to laser hockey. Now, this is only 7 points in this game. And unless we're playing for platinum, this is normally just about a 90-second auto-scroller. So rather than that, it's a great game for donations still. But rather than that, I will actually be going for a score run, which is slightly slower. but it's more entertaining. So, essentially what this is, by the way, my score on PB is 17, so we'll see how we do. It's actually harder on 4:3 aspect ratio than 16:9. We are playing on 4:3 for a reason. We'll get there when we get to tanks. But how this works is we have 2 minutes on the clock, and we are trying to score as many points as we can. We can cheese it for the first few points by using the side of the paddle, just to squeeze past the CPU. And eventually the CPU will start to get wise. It gets faster. The ball gets faster when we hit it more. The CPU gets faster the more points we've scored. We can still squeeze through a little bit. And as you can see, we've already got plenty enough for silver. So we're trying to just get as many of these rebounds. I like to play off the top wall. So yeah, the CPU keeping the paddle just a little bit straight to stop us from... keeping it as a bit more of a effective barrier against us. So yeah, just trying to squeeze through there. And now we're on 11. I'm actually going to build up a bit of a rally. So as I said, almost an instant shot there. Pretty nice still. So as I said, the more you hit the ball in a rally, the more the ball will speed up. So there's a bit of a sweet spot in the middle there where we have an advantage over the CPU because we can still keep up with the ball and the CPU is going to struggle once it has some speed. Once it gets really, really fast though, I would say I'm at a disadvantage again. So there's a bit of a sweet spot in the middle there where you want to have the ball have some speed, which is around here. Oh, getting a double hit there by the CPU. Actually stopping it with the back of the paddle. If this was a regular run, I would be stopping it with the back of the paddle. Because once you've got your 7 points, you can stop the ball completely. And that stops you from losing any potential time. 16-0 is actually, I believe, a PB for me. Which is unbelievable under the circumstances. We're going to see if we can get a score run PB, though. This is really, really good. Ah, CPU's just throwing us off there. We are tied score PB, 24 seconds. Normally I like at least sort of 10-15 seconds at this stage to score a goal. That is 18 on 4x3. There is a potential for 19 here. It's unlikely, but we will see. Oh, not quite. That's fine. It's still an 18 score run. It's not how much you win by. It's just how much you scored. As long as we don't tie the CPU, then we are good. Oh, that's all good. 18, though. That is unbelievable. And yeah, as you can see, ended up being a PB. I don't know how I managed that just there. It is possible to get a little bit more than that. You can do a lot better on 16:9, though. I think people are close to 30 points on 16:9, which is just unreal. So, we are now on fishing. This is 1,600 points here for the silver medal, and that is a really unfortunate one there. So as I was saying, in other games, like Pose Me has an invisible timer of 30 seconds. Shooting Range has an invisible timer quirk. This game has also got an invisible timer. This game, We Play loves invisible timers. So what we're trying to do is get 1,600 points with as few fish as possible. Because every time you catch a fish, we will be pausing the timer. And it pauses for about half a second more if that happens to be a bonus fish. So bonus fish are great because they give you double points. So we will be catching bonus fish where we can because it obviously reduces the number of fish we need. But we also wouldn't mind a non-bonus fish. So yeah, all the fish have different quirks, so they all have a specific number of bites. So the yellow ones have 3 bites, and they let go of the line really quickly, so we have to be really fast with those. No, this game uses the pointer and motion controls. So this has a little bit more depth, because if I, for example, was at the bottom of the pond with the fishing rod there, that red fish, the touchy fish, would not have grabbed the line. So this is actually guaranteed. Oh, not quite. That is a real shame. A real shame. Wow, okay. Making up puns during the run, I see. So, King of the Pond. Guaranteed to be bonus when it comes up. Lucky touchy fish pool here. I'm going to go for this one, because any sized touchy fish would be fine here. because they are guaranteed to be a minimum of 150. So double that, we get our 1600 points, and that is fine. 5 fish, not too bad. Only going to lose a few seconds for that compared to an optimal silver medals run. Yeah, we got quite unlucky because had the king not spawned there, which it does because it always spawns at a specific time, but had it have spawned later, the touchy fish would have guaranteed to be the bonus fish because the bonus was changing and there were only 2 scoring fish in the pond at the time. So moving on, charge, we have a bit of a cutscene skip there. By starting over, we get a second skip. And another 1 second skip, we will be doing a start boost. It is kind of the same principle as Mario Kart, where you lower the remote as soon as go appears. Saves about 0.9 seconds, so pretty good. But this is a fairly simple game. A lot of people describe this as their first platinum in this game. Platinum is 325 points. We only need 250 here, so we can actually save a little bit of time. And you might have heard there, as I was talking over it, there was a bit of a drift going on. We're going to see if we can get another one here. Oh, not quite. Charge is a little bit janky. There we go. So there's a drift. And this game doesn't really teach you, but there's all sorts of tech in this game. There's drifting, there's boosting through fences, there's all sorts going on. Shout outs to the Charge IL community. They just put so much time into a game that really does not matter too much in medal runs. So again, we're going to get gold here, but again, we can get higher than silver, and it's still a valid silver medals run. And then finally, we have everyone's favourite game. This is everyone's favourite game, right? Everyone's favourite game is tanks, isn't it? Oh, so what we just did is a little strat called Frame Perfect Death. Now, I didn't even have a chance to explain what it is, but basically, if you die on the same frame as the last enemy tank, you will both win and lose. So if you do that, and I will go for it again here just to see if we can do it. It's a bit trickier on mission 3, but let's see if we can. Game's being a little mean. Not quite, that's fine. Just a few frames off, but that is absolutely fine. Game was being really mean there, that's okay. So, that saves 8.5 seconds, and how it works is, if you die on the same frame as the last enemy tank, then... rare grey tank actually being aggressive there. Normally they're very defensive, they run away. Same as teal tanks, which we're about to see. So the frame perfect death means that we lost a life, and we continued with the game. In bronze, silver, and platinum medals, we need to drain our lives at the end, kind of like we did in Find Me. Where in Find Me, you get your 40 levels, you go, you get your medal, that's it. Because the only other way is to complete the whole game. So, as you can see, we just got a bonus life as well. So this is pretty nice for runs of this, because you have a few lives to work with. Yeah, as I say, teals are very defensive, same as grey tanks, so they are often going to run away. Not quite catching it with that rebound there. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. Saves us going all the way round, chasing it the whole time. So, this requires us to beat 10 missions, and as we're going to see later on, we will be draining our lives, so we will save 8.5 seconds thanks to that frame perfect death. And there is another strat. There is another one called Final Frame Perfect Death, where if you do it on the final mission of that medal, so here it would be mission 10, you would save 20 seconds because you skipped the bonus life animation. Unfortunately, on this one, it is pretty much never going to happen if you're deliberately going for it, because mission 10 has pink tanks, and they are incredibly hard to hit an FPD on. So that will pretty much never happen. Not deliberately, anyway. The only time anyone's ever hit a Mission 10 FPD was a complete fluke. Yeah, shoutouts to Artemis. Artemis, ironically, Mission 10 was the reason we found out about Frame Perfect Death. And now we use them all the time in runs. So we are done with 10 missions. We are all done. All the tanks have different behaviors. We've got brown tanks that don't move, grey tanks that do, pink tanks that fire slightly faster. In longer runs, we have a lot more time to explain how tanks works. I personally love gold medals for that. Gold medals, unfortunately, doesn't have the frame perfect death trick, but platinum medals does. So if you're looking for a category that has more tanks, then I would recommend gold or plat. But failing that, this is a really, really nice category. It's a nice, short length. I would say a bit easier to justify to have in a marathon. But personally, my favourite category is gold medals. And then shortly behind is platinum. Time is coming up when the medal banner appears. So yeah, one less life we had to drain there. And in 3, 2, 1, time. 27.25, possibly 27.24 there if we retimed it. Way underestimate, as you can see. There's plenty of time there for a failed game. If we failed table tennis or one of the short ones, it's absolutely fine. So, very, very nice run. And I'm very happy I got a frame perfect death. We got to show off a few strats there. So, yeah, that is We Play Silver Medals. Thank you for watching. As I said, I do love the longer categories of this game, but this is a really nice one if you're looking for sort of a medium length kind of category to show off. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you around. Alright, we did our duties, and we got frame perfect death. I was really tempted to restart because of billiards. Billiards wasn't great. Billiards was 120, but to be honest, I've got an estimate of 150 in there for billiards. Because, just in case it goes absolutely wrong. Like, I don't expect it to, because it's silver medal. But, unfortunately, I missed a couple of double jump shots. I only got one ball off the table going for them, so it ended up a little slow. But, it's silver, who cares? It only really matters if it's, like, the do or die strat in a platinum medals run, really, or maybe golds. Golds, there's a little bit of time as well, just in case something bad happens, but yeah, it's not too bad. All right, I am gonna do a Tanks 100 run, no commentary, so we can greet everyone, including the raiders. Thank you, Crazy Tone Dog. Sorry, 15 minutes ago for the raid. As the pin says, we are doing marathon submissions, and yeah, that is the reason why I didn't chat directly to the chat. But thank you very much. I'm not going to call anyone else out that joined from there, but thank you so much, whoever it may still be around from that raid. We are now going to do some Tanks 100. So I'm going to reset my save data. I also need to change it to the Tanks 100 save. And then we'll do one quick run of Tanks 100. But yeah, really happy with that run. I was so happy that I got a frame perfect death. I kind of just was like yapping, and then I was like, okay, I kind of need to go for FPD now. It was only really at the last minute that I remembered it was silvers and not golds, so I could go for it. That's why I like it. Only as I was walking up to the middle did I remember, I almost went down left to do the fast strat with no FPD. Like the back strat. I almost did that by accident. We use save files, NTSC Hundo. And done. Cool. Super Mini Golf is not cooperating. Damn. I'm not surprised, if I'm honest. Super Mini Golf and cooperating do not go together. I don't know how you run that game, though. Honestly. Like, I can't get used to Carnival Games Wii. I would love to get a decent time in Carnival Games Wii, but I fear I'm just going to do one XL prizes run and be done with it. I honestly don't know. It's so difficult because there are no good setups. Like, Wii Series really spoils us because things like, you know, resort golf and stuff like that, where getting full power shots is like really nice and good and easy to do if you're good at the game. Obviously not for me because I suck, but for people who are good at the game, they can reliably get the same power every time. But it doesn't feel like that in Carnival games. And not just that, but if in like billiards here, if you do a max power shot, you just get maximum power. But in Carnival games, max power in virtually every mini game gives you a bad result. So you have to do something in the middle, but middle inputs with motion don't work properly. So it just results in Carnival games not working properly. Yeah, it just kind of sucks. Oh well. That's just my problem with the game. Super MIDI golf, true. Okay, we're just going to play. I'm not taking this too seriously. We're just going to do a Tanks 100, and that is all. So much for my time save. And the brown tank hits the bullet, SMH. Okay, now my controller's got interference again. I noticed some interference during tanks in that run, and I'm just like, no, please, just hold it together, come on. Just hold it together, just for one more minute. Oh, what is this? Really? We're doing this again? I don't know why my controller has so much interference lately. Yep. Cool. Like, I can turn off Bluetooth on my phone as much as I like, but it still has interference. Does that hit both? No. You know, like, it's just disconnecting more than it should be. Not quite with the rebound there. Go on. Yes! Good. Good stuff. Alright, now I'm further back from the mic. Hopefully I'm still audible though. Oh, come on. Nice. I think the game audio is actually quite quiet for that run. But it's all good. Decent. Come on. Oh my goodness, that took a long time. I've just realised, yeah, my gold splits are definitely combined together. I need to reset my gold here, because what is it? How am I supposed to compare against a 214? No one's got a 214 Tanks 10. You're lying to me. Because you've combined all my golds into one convenient split. 214 Tanks 10? No one's that good. Oh, come on! I tried to dodge. I wasn't moving because I kept firing. Every time you fire, you're stunned for 6 frames from moving. That's really annoying. 308. It was going to be good. We are just going for a completion, though. I'm not too bothered about playing really fast here. Right, please hit. Thank you. keep reaching for my splits, but I don't need them. They collide. Yeah. That was deserved. Oh, I actually did hit with the last one. The first two I knew were colliding. They were too close together. Whoa, nice start. Wow, all the yellow's completely gone. And the teal. Please hit. Oh, that's a shame. That was really solid, though. One of the best 13s I've had. Nice. That hits. No, you don't. I'm getting more comfortable with that strat now. That's good. I like that. Nope. Come on. No, you don't. Don't you dare. Nice. Putting the mine down. Treats it as an invisible wall. It means the purple isn't going to go near the wall again. And it just kind of gets stuck. That's going to hit. That's fine. Please hit. Nope. Whoa, the pinpoint turn from the purple tank. Okay. Bringing out the schmovement. I've never seen that. Purple tank hit a pinpoint turn on me. What the hell? The purple tank decided, no, I'm gonna style on you today. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Just saved myself like 12 seconds. So, well, saved myself from losing 12 seconds anyway. Nice. Yeah, I'm still indifferent of whether I want to go for the left side rebound there or... I don't know. I'm torn. Left side rebound and then going left to hit the green just feels weird. I need to properly time it. Before I get back to golds, I need to properly time which one I prefer, which one's faster on average. I can only imagine there's like a second or so in between, in it, but hey, a second is a second. In gold medals, that's huge. Come on. I say a second is a second, but then, you know, we've now got this. Come on. That was so bad. Purple's being mean. Okay, we're going to get a 7-2X with... No, we're going to get a 7-19 with a 308-10. That would easily have been sub 7 if we had a... If we had a good... Are you serious? If we had a good 10, that would have been sub 7. No! A second is a second, but you won't grind charge for 200 hours to get a 41. I know. What a sad state of affairs. I should do a bit more charge. I admit, I should do a little bit more. That was scary. I admit, I am very under-leveled for where I'm at in this game. In charge. Very much. But I also really have a lot of better things to be doing than grinding charge. If I was still doing bronze medals, maybe I'd have picked up a few more things in charge. But, like, I did try and get better at charge, and it's, like, it's so tricky for RTA, because, and I don't know how you are so consistent at getting, like, a good, at least, you know, like, 2 or 3 seconds better than me. Other than just, well, hundreds of hours of practice, I guess, in a 50-second IL, but, you know. It's still just, I find it really tricky to save the time, the consistent 39s. Maybe I should just ditch drifts. Except that I'm just going to be capped at a certain point in tanks and in charge and just accept that. That was wild. Okay, so the rebound at the top was supposed to hit the purple tank, and then it was gonna go and hit the teal, and it didn't. It hit the brown instead, and then the other rebounds hit the teal instead. What happened there? Jump height and camera manip. Yeah, jump height is my problem, I think, as well. Jump height I really do struggle with as well. This is not gonna work. That's a shame. One going left, one going right. Interesting. Listen, when I get to the charge tutorial, I am gonna be more than happy to just defer to everyone else's opinions on how to play the game. Because I am just not the person to teach others how to play that. Okay, okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Yellows are being the ARP in this run, seriously. Ooh. No, you don't. That was actually pretty nice. Good 30. So now Silvers is done, I'm honestly kind of tempted to do a new Super Mario Bros. DS run on Wednesday's stream. Because we are going to do a Wednesday stream this week. I'm tempted to do new Super Mario Bros. DS. Because if I do Plats again, it's just going to be suffering. Don't you dare. Because Plats, it would literally just be one Plats run, because it's a short stream. I think at this point, I'm going to do the Plats run, not this Saturday, because I'm not streaming, but next Saturday. I'll do the Plats run, and then we'll just spend the rest of the stream doing motion. And then that'll knock out most of the rest of this grind. I'm glad I started this at the start of Feb, though, because I would genuinely have struggled to get any of this done had I not started this early. Like, seriously, we would not have got this done. Because we're getting close to sort of the end of Feb in terms of my stream schedule now. And we are still not done. Tanks Pro, I've kind of silently given up on. Because I think it would be a bit foolish to have Tanks Pro, if I'm honest. I think also, in terms of a GDQ submission, it kind of makes more sense not to do that. Because you want it to be like, oh, it's tanks that we all know. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? What? How did any of that happen? Could we not? Could we not? Oh my god. This is why I don't grind this for PB. Just lost like 30 seconds to one tank. Tanks Pro is also just really tricky. And also it doesn't have a practice mod for me to use as a backup if I game over. So I fear it would just be too risky. Okay, PB's looking unlikely in this run, I'm going to be honest. But we'll see it out. And you never know, because I keep ending runs on, like, next to no lives. No, you don't. Oh my god, what do you mean? Just everything going on. What are you doing? Stop. And of course the two low-grade tanks are brown tanks that are just gonna sit there. Bad generation, that one. Wow, okay. How bizarre. 3 brown tanks. 5 in 2 missions. Don't run away. Oh. Nice rebound. That wasn't the plan, but I guess it works. Cool. PB is possible here, I would say. It's just quite unlikely. We have a minute time loss in there. Granted, these are carried over from splits where they would have had 5 mission splits. So they're not as wildly inaccurate as the 10, 20, and 30 splits. In terms of combining all my best single missions. They're just combining 2 sets of 5 best missions together. So they're still better than you would expect my golds to be, but not as bad. Because they're still realistic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Stop. Don't you dare. Stop it. Okay, good rebound. That almost didn't hit. Need to get a little bit better at some of these. It's all these setups that you don't really see in the regular game that I'm kind of struggling with. Oh, that was too close to me face. that was in my face. You mean... Oh my goodness, and a corner bounce. Are you serious? What are you doing? How am I throwing this much? I've had like 4 lives lost to just my own silliness. Where are you going? Why are you leaving? This is a gold I'm comparing against as well, so this will be a tricky one to take. We're losing time here. Wow, yellows are so awful this run. Having to make callouts of the century just to not lose a billion seconds. Oh no. That's a rebound. Yep. What? No. Did that hit the corner for 1 rebound? I need to rewatch that. I'm certain that's what just happened. Are you serious? Did that just do the DVD hitting the corner on me? Because I had in my head that that had rebounded once. No, I don't think that can happen. I must have just miscounted the rebounds. Because I don't think that can happen. Oh my god. Thank you. I mean, if it can, then that's absurd. If it hit both sides at the same time, it counts as one rebound. If that's possible, then that's a joke. Right, well, at this point, I'm just going for a clear. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Theon. I'm really not sure what happens. Everything's up against me in this run, clearly. That's absolutely what happened. I mean, I couldn't care less about whether this PB is or not anymore. Like, when I've got that to contend with, what's the point? There's no way I PB now. That's just completely thrown me off. I was already playing bad before that. I could have done without anything else. Thank you for the clip, though, because that will be useful for the billiards tutorial. They're all billiards tutorials, actually. When I say I'm doing tutorials for all the games, I'm actually still just calling them billiards tutorials. So it's billiards to shooting range billiards tutorial, the find me billiards tutorial, the billiards tutorial. Could I catch a break? Every tank color is a different number? Wait, no, that would have been genius if they made the tank colors the same as the billiards colors. Like, in the same order. That would have been genius. There are 9 of them. They could have totally done that. I guess they wanted it to be like the black tank and the white tank because it's like black belt and white belt and stuff like that. Which makes more sense. But also, this game is billiards. We're billiards pilled. Could you stop? This run is really trying my patience. It's really giving it the absolute most to stop me. Listen, I'll do a corner bounce of my own. That... Okay, I was going to say that should hit. Of course it doesn't. Why would it? We got red/pink, black, white, cue ball, teal, purple. Yeah, most of them do match. Which, fair enough. If you just picked out 9 random colours, then yeah, you probably will get similar ones to the ones that are in billiards. Like, that just kind of happens. Please. Oh. Okay. That was actually fairly quick. Outmashed. Don't you dare. Oh, what? My god, the yellows are just on it. Why? Why are you doing that? You did it again. You did it again. You did it again. My god. 2 yellows. Doing the same thing. Like, people are telling me, wow, you're really risking it by doing Tanks 100 in a marathon. If I can complete garbage like this, then I will never game over. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? I have never, ever seen that yellow go down. What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh my god. Serious, I didn't even get the brown tank. I need to do mission 60 deathless to keep it going. If we even get there. You know, maybe I was just destined to end the stream on time. Maybe I was. This is why I have a hard rule when I'm doing a marathon submission and not a PB attempt. Because this is a PB attempt. This was not played safe. If I'm under 6 lives, we play safe. And this is why. Oh my god. Give me a break. Jesus. Alright. Well, 31 seconds off BPT for 20 minutes. And an RNG heavy speedrun. I'm sure that happens, right? Yeah? Oh. Yeah, just every time something like yellow wasn't being aggressive there, and the moment I want them to be a bit further back, they're aggressive. Like, everything's going the opposite of what I want here. Oh my god, stop. Nope, don't trust that. Yeah, alright. I had to take a couple more seconds there. I didn't know if that mine was going to hit me. I think if I got close enough to it, then it would have. Black tank, really, in the blind spot. Black tank in the blind spot. Black tank in the blind spot. That's like the only tank I can't get an easy hit on. Oh my god. Bro, where are you going? Where are you going? Leave me alone. I really don't like this green placement either. I actually just don't like any placement on this mission, but sure. I bet there's a mine in there. There's a secret yellow. Right, well, we're staying in this cage until everything's dead, obviously. How? How are you dodging that? How are you dodging? Bullets only. Hold. Bullets only. Nice. We could get at least a decent split here, but we're even going to lose too much on this split alone for a PB. Thank you. No, you don't. That was risky. That was good. Oh my god. I mean, the only good thing is that brown tank spawned down here. Like, if brown tank spawns at the bottom, I'm honestly happy with mission 10. because then it's a fast mission and I have advantage at the beginning. Any other tank at the bottom there and it's a bad mission, at least for safety. Obviously, it's still really good for speed because it's mission 10. It's really good. Really, really good for speed. It's just terrible because I end up dying like 40% of the time. Bad spray there. Oh, good rebound though. Nice. Good. I was going to say this ain't too bad, and then I remembered mission 70 exists. That was really silly. That was just silly. I got stuck on the wall. If I lose the run to that, that's just a skill issue. Please. Oh. Right, you're going to go down, or you're going to... Yep, stay there. Stay there. Yep, stay there. Come on. Move the green down. Or don't. I don't care. Ooh. Should be good, yeah. I forgot how long that mission is. Wow, I only saved 11. I'm scared. Okay, cool. That green. That green was so scary, and then everything else surrounded it, so it couldn't do anything. I would have been really scared the moment I heard a rocket bullet there, though. Fearing that it would be a green. Could we not? Good stun lock. There's another 49 seconds here. 0 on mission 9 on the 90s. I feel like that's probably the point that could be optimized. Because let's face it, I don't play perfectly here. I could probably still PB if I absolutely popped off. It's just highly unlikely. Especially being on 2 lives. Like, if Kelvin picked up the controller from this point on, maybe there would be a PV on their hands. Unfortunately, I am not Kelvin. Oh. No. Stop! That gives me a lot of confidence. Mission 75, green tank. Awesome. To be honest, Mission 75, anything is scary. Because it can't be a purple tank on Mission 75. It's only on Mission 40 where it's a purple. Everything else from that point on, it's either... Or on Mission 75 there, it's either black, white, or green. Like, it can't be a purple again. So it's really scary. Perhaps it can be if it comes up in the 90s, I don't know. I don't memorize every single tank position. I can't say I'm surprised at that death. Still too many deaths for a PB. But my estimate's 52 minutes for a marathon, so we're still very much on pace. Being on pace was never a problem in this run because of how much I was risking it. Just finishing it is the only problem now. I'm really scared. This is not good. It's not good at all. Let me reiterate. This is terrible. All the walls are gone. Not just all the walls, but some of the walls. Some of the walls are gone, and that is worse. Hey, Scorch, thank you for the good luck on hell. Yes. We just had a bullet, a rocket bullet from a green tank hit the corner. It was like a DVD hit the corner moment. And it only counted as 1 rebound. I've never seen it. Or at the very least, never when it mattered. It just, like... I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm Ralph Wiggum saying I'm in danger. That's me. In this run. And I'm supposed to be running this on a marathon. Maybe. If it gets in anywhere. I would be playing a lot safer than this. Thank you. Lost 11 to gold. That's not bad. Okay. This could kill the run. That was quite slow. Recorded 3 out of 7 marathon submission vids for UKSG Green. Let's go. I didn't know you were going green. I am going to green. I will hopefully see you there. Ooh. People seem to really be loving the We Play submissions so far, so hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully we get in. Oh, come on. No. Alright, come on. Force you to go up a little bit. Please. Okay, good. Sure, that works. You might go. It's dependent on if you get in. Fair enough. You'd only go weekend. Yeah, that's fair. I'm planning on doing that for most marathons. It's just that this would be my first one in person anyway, so I want to, like, make a proper trip of it. And just say, like, because it's UK based, like, I can just say if I get in or not, I'm just gonna go. I have no idea how I died. Nor do I care. You got a super manip on your DS Lite with a faulty D-pad? Oh no. I tried doing super manip and it kept telling me I put in the wrong numbers on step 2. But then I did runs and then both runs I got a shell. So maybe I did do it. It's just the game, it just didn't expect me to have got it right. I got it right with the wrong workings out. That was a green tank, by the way. Game is absolutely trolling me still. Do not get it twisted. This is still not good. Please, thank you. This is so slow. Actually, this is not slow. What? This one again? God, this game is testing me. No, I'm determined. I'm gonna clutch this up, come on. Alright. Get prepared to give submissions team whiplash with what I'm submitting. I'm intrigued. Don't. No, I'm straight down to 1 life again. Why can I just not have... Like, how am I 2.5 minutes off world record and I still die 20 times in my runs? Like, really? How do I keep getting away with this? Literally the only difference between me and world record at this point is just dying. Dying at every possible opportunity. That is it. When is Wii Series on Wii Series block? Wii Series block is on GDQ on I did not realise that's the 7th tank placement. I thought that was the 8th. It's on Thursday. I can't say I'm surprised. I was on 1 life for like 25 minutes of that. I was prepared for that run to die on like mission 40. I don't care. Good run. Well, no, I'm lying. It was not great. But it was quite fast for how I was playing. Thanks for the watch streak, Diesel. Yeah, I should probably go now anyway. No empty snap rock section on the right-hand side. Oh, I see. See, I got a setup. I got a pattern straight away that had like loads of clouds, loads of cloud blocks, and I was like, wow, this looks really weird. Maybe this is the setup. And then it said, oh, we weren't expecting this. Try again. And it's like, I did what you said. I did the amount of time that you said. And I tried like a few seconds either side of it, and it still wouldn't work. I was just like, I'm not going to repeat the whole process again. I'm just going to move on and do some runs. Like I took an hour to set it up. It's like I could have spent that time doing runs. You know? Like I would rather just do runs and take the Toad House shell at that point. Yeah. Anyway. What else do we have? Yeah, thank you for the good luck, Diesel, as well. Yeah, we are done now, though. Yeah, Thursday going into Friday is Wii Series block on GDQ Hotfix, which you should watch, by the way. I will be watching it on Friday because I will be sleeping. If I were to play in Wii Series block for Wii Play, I would have had to wake up at about 4 AM to play Wii Play for about half an hour, wake up the whole house, and it would not have been worth it. No, I'm kidding. It would have been worth it if I lived alone. If I lived alone, I absolutely would have done it, but I don't want to wake everyone else up in the house. And Cindy is going to do us all proud because she is awesome. I'm just really glad that Wii Play is getting to be on there, because when I rejected the place, I was just hoping that Wii Play was still going to get in. And yeah, of course it was going to get in, because they were planning 5 games in one go. Yeah, please go watch GDQ Thursday night going into Friday. If you're in a North American time zone, it will be watchable. If you're in like California or Australia, it might not be at midnight for you. Great. For me, it's at like 3 AM, so I will be watching the VOD. But it is still a momentous occasion for Wii Series. Wii Play is going to be there, so you should be there. And Resort as well. Resort is, isn't Resort like some stamps or something? Or am I just lying? Am I spreading misinformation? Yeah, it's some stamps. It's 20 stamps. Oh my god. Wii Sports Resort 20 stamps. I love 20 stamps. It used to be called Some Stamps, and then we made one called A Few Stamps. We made one called A Few Stamps, which is 12 stamps for Wii Series Olympics. 1 stamp in every sport rather than 1 stamp in every category in every sport. 0, 2, 3, or 8 double jumps in 1-1 in for a guaranteed shell in 1-2 with the manip. Oh, I didn't realise that. I just was winging it. Guess I got lucky. If you're curious, current submission lineup is Grapple Dogs, Cosmic Canines, any percent. I've heard of Grapple Dogs, actually. Any percent and all gems. Titanfall 2, any percent. Anodyne 2, any percent good ending. Mario Odyssey World Peace. Yeah, Mario Odyssey's a good one. I feel like Mario Odyssey's probably been on there before. So depending on how recently it was on, that could make a difference. If it was recently on there, then it might have a lower chance. Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. That is really nice. I've actually run that like 1 or 2 times. It was really fun. I would be so down for that. I love Splatoon runs. We need the Wii chess representation though. We don't. I'm sorry. We really don't. We need that about as much as we need Wii Karaoke U with Joy Sound representation. I love Cindy Fusic, Super Mario Odyssey, and We Play Billiards. Yeah. And Osu Mappa, yeah. Anodyne 2. I don't know much about Anodyne. Oh, if you run Anodyne 100% at red, then yeah, that's probably a good one. Yeah, that's a good one, I would say. All 3 Wii chess players, yeah. And they all run defeat white pieces, and that's the only category. So they can do the Fool's Mate 10-second funny speedrun. And that's the only one. It's actually the only Wii chess category. Oh, well, I just forgot that I'm still streaming because I just unplugged my capture card. My bad. Right, we are going to find someone to raid. As you can tell, I've already closed my splits, so, you know, what am I doing? What am I doing? Professional streamer. So, thank you for watching. I will be back on Wednesday, potentially. And that'll be, I think, New Super Mario Bros. DS is probably what we're going to do. Yeah, unfortunately didn't get a Tanks 100 run today, but the priority was silver medals, so I am happy with that. And of course we had the absolutely ridiculous time in Find Me 99, which was, what was it again? 1441. I don't know. 1441. Unbelievable. See, I know I could get a better time now I have Me Parade, because Me Parade is pretty powerful, but nowhere near that. Nowhere near. I wasn't even thinking challenging Mura was in the realm of possibility, and that's a minute slower. So, yeah. Okay. I think... Alright, we're going to raid Taco. Taco is 4 hours into a 12 hours of SBA stream. Find Tank Boo. Find the odd one out, and it's just it's one squished Tank Boo. Right, we're going to raid Taco. Thanks for watching, everyone. Wednesday will be my next stream if I'm live, because nowadays I only really do 2 streams a week, so fitting in a third one does kind of... It's tricky. It's tricky nowadays. It's really tricky. Because, yeah, I don't have Mondays off work anymore at all. I used to have every other Monday off. So, doing 2 weekday streams a week is so draining. But I do want to, if I get the chance, at least for this month, so I can get through more games that I want to play, because I do want to play different stuff. It's just I don't have the time to. You found Squish Boo. Wow. Well done. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Bye.